Good morning, everybody. It's Lorraine Alternative Homesteading on Saturday after the storm. And after what we've been through the last day or so, you wouldn't think it would be this beautiful outside, but just give it a few hours. I'm sure the military-grade airplanes will start spraying the skies again. However, they made sure to generate those frequencies in the sky again, coming from that direction in there. And one of you guys says, oh, go find it, go find it. It's like, I don't really have time. And whenever I leave the property, it's actually worse. They'll be in and out of my cat's building, in and out of the chicken coops. As they were last night, around 4 o'clock in the morning. I was half asleep, and I hear my chickens going berserko at 4 o'clock in the morning, which usually means that somebody entered their coop. The only other time that happens is when they sense the fox is around, and the fox has not been here. I've already been out here and I picked up the eggs that were not eaten last night. Okay, so meanwhile, I already picked up the loose branches that were around here. Now, let me just tell you, I know my property really well. I know where the windy spots are. I know where the quiet spots are. And basically, this area here has no winds. There's no winds. Zero. There's no winds around here. None. But lo and behold, look at what I have next to the chicken coop. This huge branch. You want to know why? Because they have been targeting this tree for 2 years. You could see the brittle branches here because they're using frequencies to harass me and the chickens. And wherever a targeted person lives, if you live near trees, you'll start to see the trees deteriorate. Branches will fall apart. Trees will collapse. They're drying out the environment with their frequencies. And make no mistake, there are frequencies that hit the metal roof here. And when I go to clean it, these losers track me into the chicken coop and assault me in the chicken coop. So yeah, so I'm going to have to tear apart this branch, which is actually pretty heavy. It might not look it, but it actually is. I've got another one that fell back in here. That one was actually on the roof, and we had it taken down so that I can take it apart. I'm seeing something else back here. So this is the stream in back of my house. And it's just so funny. It's just a really unusual pattern of the way the branches fall around the property. Like in a circular pattern. I wonder if my neighbors have branches that fall in a circular pattern on their property. So here's another one. Right here. We'll pick this up. I've already got a burn pit back here, but this stays a lot wetter, longer, so I'll have to wait a couple of months to burn this stuff. I tried the other night, and it just wasn't happening. So yeah, so we've got a branch there that fell. That fell about a month ago. And yeah, I see branches everywhere here. But let's take a walk to the gate. And let's take a look at the county creek, see how it survived. I watched Ryan Hall, y'all. I guess it was around 1 o'clock in the morning. Because a lot of people will stay up during these horrific storms. They don't want to sleep through them. Especially if you have children and you need to get ready, you need to exit. So people will stay awake all night long to make sure it's safe so that you don't have to leave your house at you know, some tree didn't fall on your house or something like that. Or worse, you know, a flood. And it does flood here. And it was flooded. It was totally flooded. I wonder if those prairie dogs got flooded out because it was wet. I was wondering, like, if their little tunnels got flooded out. But this is what it looks like after all that rain, which is a testament to how quickly the property drains into the county creek. And we'll take a look at that. But I hope everybody's doing well. Yes, I will have the live stream tonight, but I'm going to make it short for my appearance because I'm actually exhausted. I'm really tired. I've been stressed out. There is no fox. The fox, they stole the fox. I don't even want to think about what they did because you know how the evil they are here and what they do. And people are speaking out now. A lot of YouTube creators are breaching topics to expose these satanic cults that use kiddos and animals. And how is it legal? How is it legal? Because people are paying them huge sums of money to steal pets and kiddos, thinking that they're going to achieve success in life, achieve longevity, youth, etc. They're chasing all of these things at the expense and torture of other living creatures. So here's the county creek. This is the wonderful slop job that Judge Gabbard ordered. And you see the way it's operating here. So because he raised up the level with cement, the cement is actually pushing the water towards my property, creating a pool here because this already raised up. It raised up at least a foot. It's just an eyesore, So let's check this out because we're just going to keep documenting this. Yeah, so they obviously stole the fox. Now the last photos I have of the foxes, May 6th. And I have that beautiful photo of the fox standing after I had tossed it an egg. It ate the egg, and it was just a beautiful, it's the best photo I've ever gotten of the fox because the foxes are pretty fast, especially when he grabs an egg and then takes off. My concern is this. I have a feeling that that fox was a mommy and had kits somewhere at this time of the year. It's May. And that those little kits have been abandoned because of these psychopaths stealing a fox. So actually the last time that I remember was May 6th. But that was during the day. And the fox definitely came that night. And I don't remember. I get so busy. I put the eggs out, they disappear. You know, I just assume that the fox is going to be here, right? It's the assumption that I make because it's been a couple of years, maybe even more. I'm just saying 2 years off the top of my head because I'm pretty sure it's at least 2 years. It's definitely that I've been feeding the fox because I realized that feeding the fox prevented the fox from bothering my guineas or chickens. And that's been the case because you have seen the fox come running around here, the guineas cackling, and the fox has not tried to get one of them. The fox is going to the cat food and waiting for an egg. So they did not waste any time generating the frequencies in the environment again. I did file a complaint with the FCC yesterday. So if I disappear, like during the day or whatever, it's because I've got a zillion complaints to file. I have to be in the mood to do it. It's not something like I feel like wasting my life on filing complaints. But I believe at this juncture that when you tell a person in a position of authority what's going on, and they do nothing, don't respond, don't investigate it, the ball falls into their cart. And that goes for the karma. So like, I'll do my part in telling the truth about what's going on here to the person or persons that are supposed to investigate it. If they choose to do nothing and ignore it, when they're in a position to do something, again, it falls in their court. It falls on them, not me. I've done my part. Yeah, I have to let it go. But it tells you how systemic and how corrupt all these people are. And ironically, on a Saturday, you can see the wind is picked up. On a Saturday morning, usually the criminals are driving back and forth, but since these frequencies have been generated, it's almost like they all know to not go outside. And I wonder if these frequencies have anything to do with the crazy lightning strikes that we had yesterday. And also early this morning. They were insane. But anyway, we'll take a walk here, show you the stream behind my house. You can see the way it looks here. And as I'm walking in this direction, the frequency volume increases. So let's see if you can hear it. And I'll show you all the weeds that they planted in my garden beds. These are all weeds they planted. In between my stones here, they even stick seeds in the cracks. Here, they did this in New Jersey too. These are psychological operations to upset the targeted person. Because I'm so fastidious with my gardens, and they have destroyed them all. Absolutely destroyed them all. They steal the strawberries, which are here. You know, we've got a strawberry here. They steal strawberries. They plant all this shit in between, all this garbage in between. All of this stuff was planted here. Now, everybody gets weeds sometimes, but not like this. I know, I've been gardening for years. I've been gardening literally since I'm a kiddo. Look at what they planted in between here. And it doesn't matter if I rake it all up. They'll come back and plant it again. So let's listen to the radio frequencies. I'm going to keep quiet so that you can hear it. I'm at the 1411 mark. So I'm away from my roosters, so you might be able to hear it better. Now it appears that some of the sound is generated behind my property, right up there. Well, I hope everybody's doing well. It's Saturday the 17th of May. And this is one of the things I love about the property. This. Oh, and by the way, I was out here at 1 o'clock in the morning just to make sure they didn't tip it over. And yeah, I can't move this because it's completely filled with water. Can't move it. But we'll see if they empty it again. This is on video, so we'll have an evidentiary video. Oh, well, look at this. Somebody was in this building and stuck a nail through here. Look. So anyway, I'm going to have my first cup of coffee this morning. And here are the guineas. I'm going to have to get rid of that limb and check on my kitties. So I hope everybody's doing well. Guineas, you want to say anything? And lastly, Zoomie has been staying out especially late at night. It's so not like him. He's looking for the fox. Like, he would literally hang out with that fox. He loved the fox. He learned from that fox. He imitated the fox. He would jump up straight up in the air like the fox. So he looks like he's lost. He's been staying out later and later, and not last night, but the night before, he stayed out all night. He wouldn't come in the house. He was looking for the fox. And this is how evil these people are. Evil to the core. Right here in Jackson County, Kentucky, where the Satanists never sleep.